welcome back to another round of question and answer where we gather your question on Telegram and Twitter. Today we have 3 of them, and let's start right away with the first one from @TPVDHOF. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. Nevertheless, the question: what position does PikcioChain ultimately aim for in the medical field? Is the secured connection and data storage for the telemedicine application the intended use, or does PikcioChain envision to enable a distributed secure data storage system, for example, for electronic patient file used continuously in hospitals? That's a real good question. We're actually moving forward regarding the medical field. That's pretty tough to tackle because there's a lot of certification and regulation that you have to comply with. At first, we really aim for something very simple, very straightforward, which is to secure data between the patients and the doctors or hospitals. So basically, we build secure channel for data exchange. We don't aim to store directly the data within the PikcioChain. That's not the intended goal here, but we want to move step by step, like in a secure way, by iteration, we say. And the first step is really to secure this communication, because in Europe, when you want to store health data, you need to comply with very severe and very strict rules that we found useful, of course, but they are expensive to comply with and complicated to settle. So what we want to do is to enable a direct communication line between patient and doctor, so there is no need of direct certification or data storage regarding our infrastructure. So basically the data is stored by the patient himself and the doctor from the other side. So it's pretty much the same model than today, except we build a communication layer that is more secured, and we're able to trace and to have some audit trail over the data exchange. Furthermore, we will maybe develop some more like tough use case regarding patient files, regarding all these medical records. This is something we want to move forward, but this is a bit too much in the future. For now, we really focus on the ground level of what we want to do. So I'll keep you updated as we go along, but this is the first step, and many steps are gonna come by, but I don't want to project myself too much in the future, because this is something we need to treat carefully and really by iterations. So let's move forward to another question. That's a miss. Does Pikcio have any revenue stream at the moment? Any paying customers? If not, when do you estimate that will happen, and when do you turn a profit? So as for now, we have customers. That's pretty cool stuff, especially in the financial spheres. We actually have like incoming revenue stream in like I'll say regular way. We still are not profitable, but we expect by the end of the year to be profitable and to keep the things right on the track. So the things are on the verge to rise. We actually have like 2 big clients in the financial spheres. They play a big role, and that's evolving in the right position. And this will make echo to the last but not least question. Please describe a project using PikcioChain. Can you give an example of real customer, concrete data, and describe the data exchange request, lifetime, and past of this model? So like I told you, we have several clients and even more prospects in the financial spheres, but one big one of them, probably you know, it's BNP Paribas. It's a very big bank here in France and in Europe in general. One of the projects that we developed and that will be soon released for direct customers, it's credit subscription. Today, when you want to subscribe for a credit, you have to go through such a big form of compliance regarding your identity, know your customer, KYC. You have to provide your ID card, your address, you have to provide your salary sheet, your utility bill, and all this is pretty much annoying when you're a customer. it's very long, and only one customer on 10 reached the end of the form because it's a really tough thing to tackle. So what we aim there is to connect directly the data providers regarding the data that BNP needs. For example, utility bill, we are able to connect the internet provider to provide directly this utility bill. We are able to connect the energy provider as well. We are able to connect your employer for your salary sheet. We are able to connect the French taxation system to get your taxation bill. So the goal there is to automatize and to make things easier for the customer and to make things easier for BNP to validate and ensure that the data are correct. And once everything is done, we build a very strong KYC of the client, and this KYC therefore is saved within the PikcioChain, the certification out of it, and therefore the client is able to move from one service to another of BNP directly by porting his identity from one entity to another. So basically, I subscribe a credit, I want to subscribe for the insurance linked to this credit. I basically have just to click, and one click away, the PikcioChain will ensure that the KYC goes from the credit side to the insurance side. And afterwards, we have more even developments from BNP side to other maybe banks and other partners of them. All this to ensure and to provide the user an easy way to have his identity move from one point to another. So thank you again to have listened until now. I just invite you next week again to post even more questions. Don't hesitate about it. And what I'm saying now is have a good week and see you next time.